Hi, friends. One of my favorite things to do when I was little was going to the supermarket with my mommy so I could get some apples. It's really, really fun. You get to see all the different fruits and vegetables and all the other foods that are at the grocery store, right? Yeah. Well, in today's story, Bert and Ernie are making their way to the grocery store to get all the things that they need, but Bert wants to be sure that they get their oatmeal. So we have Bert and Ernie, don't forget the oatmeal. One morning, Ernie and Bert were getting ready to go to the supermarket. Ernie was checking the shopping list to make sure he had written down everything they needed. Let's see, he said. Apples, oranges, milk, eggs, paper napkins, soap, peas, peanut butter, hamburger, meat, pickles, and bread. Is that all, Bert? You forgot to write down the oatmeal, Ernie, said Bert. You know I like to have a bowl of delicious, nutritious oatmeal every morning. Don't worry, Bert. We won't forget it, said Ernie as he picked up his piggy bank and hurried out the door. At the fruit stand outside the supermarket, Bert weighed the apples on a scale while Ernie got the oranges. Why do you have that string tied around your finger, Bert? Asked Ernie. To help me remember the oatmeal, said Bert. Just then along came Cookie Monster. Cookie on sale today, he said, pointing to a large sign. Me buy lots and lots of cookie. Me buy enough cookie to last all year. Cookie Monster so silly. Inside the market, Ernie and Bert began to gather the rest of the things on their list. We need milk and eggs from the dairy counter, said Ernie. But what about the oatmeal, Ernie? Said Bert. Later, Bert, later, said Ernie as he hurried to get the milk and the eggs. Ernie came running back to the wagon. Look what I found, Bert, old buddy. I got some terrific cheesy pleasy, and here's some delicious ice cream supreme. But we just need the milk and the eggs, said Bert, looking at the shopping list. You'll have to put those other things back. At the end of the dairy aisle, Cookie Monster was putting some cartons of milk in his cart. He said, me love milk with cookies. Bert pushed the cart into the next aisle to look for paper napkins and soap, and suddenly Ernie came running up behind him with his arms full. Wait just a minute, Ernie, said Bert. We don't need paper plates and cups today. We don't need sandwich bags and straws. We need only napkins and soap. And oatmeal. You'll just have to put those other things back. While Ernie put the things back on the shelves, Bert went along to the next aisle to get the peas and peanut butter. Why don't you buy some vegetables, Cookie? Said Bert as he weighed the peas. Vegetables are good for you. Cookie ate a handful of peas. Peas, not bad. Me like peas, he said. Good, said Bert. Don't forget to pay for them. Ernie stopped at the meat counter. 1 pound of hamburger meat, please, he said to the butcher. Here you are, said the butcher. After getting pickles at the deli counter, Bert checked his shopping list. Then he noticed the string tied around his finger. I must not forget about the oatmeal, he said. Did you say oatmeal? Asked Cookie Monster, running down the aisle. Me love oatmeal cookies. Where they hide cookies in the supermarket anyway? Why don't you try the next aisle? Asked Bert. Cookie Monster looked into the next aisle. Cookies, he shouted. Yummy, cried Cookie Monster, running toward the shelves and grabbing a bag of cookies. Here, oatmeal cookies and peanut butter cookies. Oh, goody. Coconut macaroons, delicious. Marshmallow cookies, give me lots of these. And mint chaperoons and chocolate fudge cream. Me love cookies. By the time Ernie and Bert reached the bakery aisle, they found Cookie Monster on the floor. surrounded by bags and boxes of cookies everywhere. "We'd better help Cookie clean up this mess," said Ernie. "He doesn't need all these cookies," said Bert, picking up a few boxes of mint chipperoos. Ernie and Bert helped Cookie Monster put things back where they belonged and reminded him to pay for the cookies he had broken and eaten. They left just one bag of cookies in the cart. Were Bert and Ernie good friends to help Cookie Monster? Yeah, they were. Did Cookie Monster make a good choice? No, not really. Finally, Ernie and Bert pushed their cart up to the checkout counter to pay for their groceries. Gee, Ernie, I thought we'd never finish our shopping. It's a good thing I brought my piggy bank along. We just have enough money to buy everything. Ernie and Bert hurried along Sesame Street carrying their bags of groceries. Cookie Monster headed straight home for his afternoon snack of cookies and milk. Back home in their kitchen, Ernie and Bert took out the groceries out of their bags. Bert put the jars in the cabinets and Ernie put the milk and eggs in the refrigerator. Bert read the shopping list again. Apples, oranges, milk, eggs, paper napkins, soap, peas, peanut butter, hamburger meat, pickles, and bread. "Oh no!" Bert groaned, collapsing into a chair. "Oh, what's the matter, Bert, old buddy?" asked Ernie. Bert held up the finger that was still with a string on it. "We forgot to buy the oatmeal." "Oh no!" Well, sometimes we forget things, right? And that's okay. They can always go back to the store to get more oatmeal. They can go the next day, right? Yeah. So let's be sure to write everything down that we need so we don't forget things, right, friends? Yeah. Awesome. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.